that the body language of a government will go a long way in actually correcting these issues. And I must say, it's also a responsibility that our government has been very weak to confront the multinationals. About 2 years ago, there was a major blowout in Bayelsa State, I think offshore, major. And it took the ACS, the opposition party, to issue a press release. How did we find out? Things of the Chevron. The minister had to go and take a Chevron helicopter to go and inspect a blowout which Chevron was responsible for. So, I mean, this is, I'm not manufacturing it. And what did we hear at the end of that blowout? Nothing. Several lives were lost. Our ecology was destroyed. Now, you see, it's about the political will of a government. Most of our laws are not different from the laws in Norway. It is the will to implement those laws that matter. And I think more often than not, we all just pay lip service to these real issues. And this is because in Nigeria, it's difficult to make political parties or government account for their kids. And until Nigerians realize that the hallmark of democracy is not necessarily just providing infrastructure. Saudi Arabia is not democracy, but they provide infrastructure and welfare for the people. The hallmark of democracy is the power of the people to show a government that is not performing the red card. Yes. That is, it's not just electing them. You must have part, but you must have part to send them away also if they're not performing. And therefore, you should ask every political party, every political party is serious, ask him, what is your timetable for reform in this industry?
All right, I'm going to ask you that question. Before I turn you over to the audience, I'll ask you that last question. And I'll start with Kachi Onunuju. Now, what would you consider to be the signs to watch out for? To know that the political parties are not doing what they promise, and so we should give them the red card.
For us, who would pledge here that within the first 12 months of being in power, we shall implement a branch and root reform in the oil and gas industry. We are going to pass into law the PIP, not the one before them now, because we don't know what the contents are. Because we know what the contents are. And we will want Nigerians to hold us to account if within 12 months we do not, keep this promise. Because once you unbundle NNPC, you reduce the power of the minister. You allow external people to regulate it. You make the accounts transparent. Every other thing will fall in place. One mistake we will not make, which this present government is making, is that they are mixing the commercial aspect of this industry, see, with the operational aspect. I will tell you why. Today, who collects revenue from oil? It is the federal land revenue. They don't know how much it costs for 1 barrel of crude to produce. So what's the base of the taxation? Now, but this is why we say, you let NNPC face operation. Let have an independent regulatory body, and then we have a commercial body that can deal with all these issues. Like we said, if within 1 year of our being in office we do not achieve this, give us the red card. Just wait till after 4 years. Wait after 4 years, give us the red card. No, I said, let me I said, no, democracy. We have to wait for 4 years for it to allow.
And election cases everybody. We were running a parliamentary system can call and kick them out of power. So, but very quickly, if you do not know the content of the current PID, how do you intend to then reform it?
We use National Assembly, and we have what you call you invite people to, I don't know, but it's even going too far. We know where the original documents are. The government policy and paper on the oil and gas implementation bill. The government policy on oil and gas. We take it from there. Everybody here knows where exactly the original bill is. It's just been mutilated over 6 years. When we get the government, we'll get to the source of it and place it before the National Assembly.
Dr. Kachi,
yes,
the same question. What are those signs that we should look out for to know that your party is not carrying out the promises it made as far as the oil and gas sector is concerned? The APC says we should assess them in 12 months. What are those signs we should look out for if the PDP is not doing what it has promised the electorate? Because today you are making promises on this platform to the Nigerian electorate.
I believe in a world of champions, luminaries, and visionaries. A man's fame and glory forcefully construct their own truths. You can see that the opposition don't have a plan. All they're saying is when they get there, they start looking cost. Now we are going to build on what. No, you can't. We already do have a performance. We already have a mindset. We already have a paper. Let me tell you one small pointer. Obasanjo, everything he did it in his second term because of the way politics is. It is the truth. It is the truth of politics. In the first term, the man could do certain things. Once he gets to second term,
so second term, Jonathan will perform.
The second term is filled with action. The second term, are there headlines there?
Please go ahead. Do not.
What we promise you is all the suppositions and suggestions you say we shall give bulletproof expression to the minute we come in. No, we don't even need 12 months. Within 6 months. As we are governed, you can see what we've done. Thank you.